Hey, what's good? This is for anybody. Either it's going to resonate or it's not. But this is for someone or some people who know that they have people or situations that they should be releasing in order to, in order for them to collaborate or connect with the right people. Because some of you guys been, this is for a man, for somebody, black specifically. That randomly, I just seen it in my mind. Like somebody who might, oh, hold on, I'll get to that in a second. Some of you guys, whoever I'm talking to, you like to watch podcasts, or you like to watch, like, I mean, you could do podcasts as well, but you like to watch, Sims 2 was so ahead of its time, and they took away a lot of things and made Sims, like, more realistic. Look at that. She's, like, squeezing the lemon and everything. I don't think you get that on 3. 2 and 3 I think was good. 4 I feel like they was doing too much, but it's alright. Yeah, 3 was like blah. 2 was great. Sorry, you could be if you're a man, this, you know, especially specifically if you're black. I'm not trying to be, you know how I get. But you don't have to be black. But for someone I'm talking to, you may like to watch podcasts. You may like to watch those. Not like, I mean, possibly shit like Fresh and Fit or all that crazy ass shit. But if it's not that, you may watch people that, you know, podcasts or something like that of people who, I don't know, maybe they gave you the wrong advice continuously about how to go about things. This could be financially, this could be relationship wise, whatever. For some of you guys, this is for you. It's not for, you know, I'm not gonna say it's not for everyone, but it is for somebody specifically who, yeah, especially if you're single. You could be you could be a fire sign or an earth sign, but I meant to say you could be an air sign. But maybe you're a cusper or something, or you may have a air sign rising or something like that. But got Virgo energy here too, so you could be, I mean, I don't know if you actually, you already do this, like you're already a person that's part of a podcast, or you're a person that's part of some type of group where y'all sit around and talk about whatever, like barbershop talk, or shit like that, things like that. Or it's about money, or it's about getting to the next level. However, something may not be getting you to the next level. I mean, it could just be where, if there's a lot of men, I don't know why I feel like there's a lot of gossip that's going on. So this is all it's about, or all, you know, it's like a real emotional. I'm not saying it's a problem, but it's like, where's the masculinity in this bitch? Where's the leadership? You know, it's like everybody's in their emotions talking about, like, it's almost as if they're more feminine than, which, you know, whatever. It's almost like you're around a bunch of guys that's more feminine, and then their emotions, not saying that's a wrong thing, is more so of like there's a balance. Something's not balanced. You could be listening to something smells like air freshener or cleaning product. That's interesting. It's like lemon. Huh. Some of you guys may have, maybe you have like something that smells like citrusy or a lemon, or maybe you're cleaning right now. But it could be like not balanced, where it's like a bunch of men and their emotions are in their feelings, talking about how, you know, the whole men versus woman crowd, all that stuff, you know, things is like not helping you entirely get to the next level when it comes to something. You know, it could be anything. But that could be something that where you're just noticing, like, where's the leadership, where's the accountability, male or female, doesn't matter. Where's the leadership, where's the accountability, where's this, where's that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you're like, maybe I should either release this or do my own thing, or maybe even work with a different group, whatever that means. let's see. Something about Hoffman or Hoff. Yeah, if some of you guys are thinking about releasing something to collaborate with some other people, or to create your own shit and collaborate with other people, it's saying that you'll do much better than you expected. Some of you guys, I don't know if you got low expectations or something about how things or how something can be or will be, or whatever, because some of you guys could have definitely been down on yourself like, nah, it probably wouldn't even be that great. People probably wouldn't listen, probably wouldn't book, probably wouldn't do this, probably wouldn't do that. You don't really know that, because sometimes all it takes is the right person, or it takes the right sometimes all it takes is the right person to manage things better, or to advertise things better, or something like that, to kind of to make a difference. Some people, say you want to interview people. Some people, when they do interviews, some people are a little bit too they're real surface level, or they're too immature to actually have a conversation, like a mature conversation about things. It's all like, it's more so pointed towards, let's diminish and make fun of and laugh about X, Y, and Z, instead of let's talk about it. Let's really see, how can we make something better? How can we collaborate? How can we, understand, comprehend, things of that nature. Yeah, especially if it has anything to do with money management, or how to actually have a win-win outcome of something. Sometimes it's not win some, lose some. Sometimes it's a win-win situation, where it's like everything is good, or everything works out. It's like, okay, well, I didn't expect that. That's the thing. It's about the expectations. Some of you guys can literally be piecing out to some people, a group, or whatever, because it's like, yeah, what are we learning? I'm getting on Portlandia, if anybody ever seen that show, because that show is not on anymore. I mean, it's on things, but it's not on, like, they're not still doing shit. But I think it was like the first episode. They went to this restaurant and they wanted to know where their chicken came from and if it's been treated right and all this other stuff. And then the whole show is hilarious. It's real, like, improv type, not really, but just uncanny, just different, witty. You have to understand how people are really in real life to understand the characters they play in the show. Anyways, so, because they're supposed to be based off of how people are, different groups, and just whatever, are in Portland. So they were trying to figure out where the chicken came from. Was it good? Did it get treated well? All this other stuff. And so they decide to go to the farm. They like, hold our table. We're gonna go to the farm and check it out ourselves. They go up to the farm or wherever, and it happens to be like this one of those, how could I put it, like cult like places, where it's one guy and he's marrying all these other women, and it's men there too, but the men are kind of like just there. And it's all supposed to be about peace and togetherness and blah 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 blah. Well, they ended up becoming engulfed in this whole cult thing, and it was like a spell. And as soon as the spell wore off, because the dude died, the person that's like, in charge of it all dies, they snap out of it. They're like, where the fuck are we? So I don't know what that's about, but that was random. But you guys could be saying, and it was weird because the dudes that were watching this guy marry all these girls back to back, they were like, this is bullshit. I don't know if they were saying that, but you could tell that they were just like, it was kind of like that, where they knew something was wrong. They knew something was not okay, or whatever, but they didn't stop it. They didn't do anything about it. They kind of just sat by the wayside and just let it happen. However, it was definitely bullshit. To be completely honest, I'm also thinking about the chick that was a mute. The only reason why she was a mute is because she stuttered really badly on Orange is the New Black, when she had joined some type of cult or whatever. She didn't know at the time, but she had joined some type of cult. And what's good, Huncho? And this guy was like the worst. He was like a con artist pretty much, but it was dudes that was in this cult too at the time that really thought it was real, that was bullshit, that what was going on and whatever. And she was like, at the time she was telling them like, hush, like shh, because she was all engulfed in this guy, and he had multiple wives and everything, all this other stuff. She ended up being the only person that was with him in the end, but she also ended up being the person that killed him, pushed him off a ledge or something because of what he said to her. But it's something like that. I don't know. Somebody's definitely thinking about leaving some. I don't know if it's really a cult, but somebody it can literally be something like that. But somebody can definitely be thinking about leaving something like that because apparently the principles are all wrong. So that could be what's the problem for some of you guys. Some of you guys may want to get into nonprofit work. Some of you guys, you could do contract work, like reach out, like a community reach out things or something like that. Some of you guys could be joining a union. You can also be trying to negotiate something here. Some of you guys could be going back to school. You could be reading books on finance or trying to expand your knowledge when it comes to finance. Finance is heavy here. I understand that for sure because you can listen to this person, that person, they're like, oh, it's so easy, just do this, just do that, but then it's like you listen to one thing and then somebody else will be like, oh, that's wrong, that's not, it's like real confusing. I mean, of course, if you know, it's hard to be steered in different directions, but if you really don't know, like firsthand don't know, and it's your first time, it's like, well, who the fuck do you listen to? Because one person's saying this way is wrong, and then this person's saying that way is wrong, and it's like, okay, so what the fuck? So you don't know, or you or whomever. But some of you guys could definitely be going back to school, trying to expand your skill set. Some of you guys could be working. You could be a teacher. You could be doing something like that. Some of you guys could be into media, social media, any form, and that could be something that you're getting yourself into as well. Some of you guys, you could be legalese, you could be crafters. You work with your hands, you craft things with your hands. Some of you guys work in the legal field or something of that nature, but it could have something to do with money though. So this could be like other people's money, assets, inheritances, shit of that nature. All right, let's see what's good. State Farm. Should I got State Farm? Some of you guys, you may have to. Well, this actually came out in reverse. So for some of you guys, do watch out for your money because you could have more going out than you have coming in. It's not for everybody. So some of you guys do have to reevaluate your priorities because you can definitely be facing like substantial losses. It doesn't have to be that deep. It could also be where something's coming to an end where this is like the ending of you having you're close to the end of you experiencing the losses. So if you have more going out than coming in, it may be at the end of that, like you're almost done with having to pay out a lot of money to something. Some of you guys, you are crafters, or you could have a side hustle. You may have a talent, and you can be good with your hands, but it's up to you to actually like invest in that or do something with it. Some of you guys can make jewelry, you can craft, projects, whatever, or do homemade things, cooking, whatever. All that can help you for sure, especially when it comes to media. But you could be getting more publicity to increase your finances. Some of you guys can be actors, actresses. You can be radio talk show hosts. You don't have to be. You can be podcasters. I said something about podcasting for somebody. That's a big thing. Some of you guys could be singers or models, or you could just have a mass media type of job. But it's heavy recognition here. But I feel like some of you guys are at the ass end of having to put out more money than you've been getting in, because that could have been really throwing you. It's not for everybody. But so that now you can really invest into yourself and then unlock new doors, because some of you guys, abundance is coming in, or will be, once something is over with, or once something, a phase is like phased out. Hold on. I have State Farm. But that could be something. Alright, let's see what's good. Yeah. You could be a Capricorn, you don't have to be. You could be talking to some people. Some of you guys, these whatever you have to release, this could be like, because when it comes down to the release part, or you having to release certain people or certain things or whatever, you releasing certain people, certain things of something like, or something like that. Could also be, that was random. You releasing certain people or certain things could also be what that devil shit is. Because this could be habits, bad habits, overspending, overdoing, whatever. That could be something that you're releasing. That could be something that you're finally done with, or you're like gotten to that point where it's like, okay, enough is enough, so to speak. But you can definitely be reevaluating something here. You could have been prioritizing something, or maybe something had to be prioritized. Maybe you didn't have a choice but to prioritize something so that you can, yeah, get the monkey off your fucking back, or just to release something that could have definitely been draining. Some of you guys at your fucking bank account. And this could have been going on for a couple months or longer. Some of you guys, it is legal fees. Especially if you're single and doing things by yourself, male or female, doesn't matter. What's going on with this caution? You got the Knight of Pentacles that just popped up and landed upright. So what else? So some of you guys could have been releasing. Now if this is something where you're paying things off slowly but surely, and things are like you're seeing progress or something like that, can definitely be what this is about. So some of you guys could be releasing the situation slowly but surely. Some of you guys, if you have been dealing with drama in any sort of way, I feel like that's slowly phasing the fuck out too. Some of you guys, something to do with work. Some of you guys could have been working on trying to work on a relationship for a long time. That could be something that's phasing out, that you're releasing. Yeah. Or some of you guys are just trying to release things that doesn't make you happy. Or it could be where things are finally getting better in a relationship, and you're starting to get, y'all are starting to become happy again or something like that. I don't know. Okay. It could have been a lot of drama going on for a long time. What else is with the release? Some of you guys, whatever's going on inside you is actually not helping, or is kind of it's possibly what's keeping you from being able to deal with money behavior, or a money situation. So this is like, not doing something specific when it comes to money matters. Could have been on a vacation, continuously going on vacation, continuously doing this and that and third, or whatever the case may be. You can be a Gemini sun sign, you don't have to be. Some of you guys are definitely releasing people who have stabbed you in the back, who have betrayed you, who have went against you of any type of way. This could just be a situation, don't necessarily have to be people, or both, because I feel like usually people are involved in situations. You can have a situation where people aren't involved, but usually people are involved. Some of you guys could be postal service people, or you could have been you could have done like Amazon, FedEx, UPS, shit of that nature. Some of you guys, you're releasing a work situation that doesn't pay you enough, and you are really good at what you do. You are skilled, you've mastered something, so you should be getting paid more or getting treated better or whatever. Some of you guys are, especially if it's been coming with a lot of drama, and you're like, yeah, I'm good. You could have been at this job for a while. It's not for everybody. You could be a Leo, or this could be Leo season. During Leo season, you could be leaving the job or finding something else or whatever, moving. Could be anything though. Whatever involves your money. Yeah, Chariots. Some of you guys can be mechanics too. I feel like something is just like, it could be all of a sudden you may pick up and move. People could be starting to like, oh, you heard about what collective, because I don't know who you are, what so and so is doing. You could be a Cancer. So and so is doing this. You got somebody that, what's up with the haters, bro? That's always trying to fucking like destroy shit or stab you in the back, and like, why is that always a thing? Is it because you're, yeah, okay, my bad, that's another thing. It could be because you're like, you're not giving to people, you're not just continuously putting your energy out there to just be taken for granted and just be taken, period. Like free labor, like that's, no. Some of you guys are not doing that. Somebody finds it shocking that you aren't. You're definitely not rushing to somebody's side every single time that they fuck up, if you know what I mean. Why the fuck are you driving over here so much? Like, I be like, I be watching people. I have to, because I feel like they just be doing extra or just be nosy. Especially if I'm minding my business. Anyways, so yeah, something can be, you can get a lot of attention too, and that can cause, especially if you're good at something, that can cause people to like, they got their hands out like you owe them some shit, and then you like, nah, I don't owe you shit. That's when they're like, oh, okay, then I'm about to tennis, like, it's what, you know, it's like, come on, what is your problem? It's like you're better than something, or you're just not, I don't know, you're above something. Some of you guys are above something. You're too happy, or you're too like excited, or you're just on to new things. Like, I don't understand. It's like people want you to school them or something. You know how sometimes you deal with people and they want you to, it's like they do things because they want you to tell them how shitty they are. They want you to tell them, yeah, like, let me know how much I'm hurting you, or how much I'm like fucking you over. They want you to acknowledge the fact that they're fucking you over or something, or acknowledge the fact that they're doing something. Anyways, so I'm sitting here like, I paid for my fucking time to be here, so can't nobody tell me to go no damn where, or harass me or bother me. Anyways, I paid ahead of time. Some of you guys, you're on your high horse, or somebody thinks you are because you're releasing them, or because you're not giving them something that you used to. It's something to do with attention. Or you're just not giving them something that you used to give them, so they feel like, oh, so you think you're all high and mighty. I'm so sick of this shit, bro. It's like, if you don't, like, I've been having some weird, not weird dreams, but the dreams are so fucking vivid. It's almost as like I'm there doing this shit and I'm watching this shit happen too. It's like I'm doing it and I'm also watching myself doing it. And it's just like, people are annoying. I love people, but I cannot stand the tactics and the weird shit that motherfuckers do just to fucking like, I don't know. It's like, why are you like that? Like, what is your problem? What's really going on? Do you need me to like, if you know you're a shitty person, if you know you're a hater, if you know all these things, why do you need me to fucking tell you that? Not just me, but just people. Why would you need people to tell you about yourself? It's like, that's on some next level ego shit, or some next level narcissism. And I mean that in not like a textbook form, or just a Somebody that's like all about them or some shit. Like, no, I need it to be all about me. Tell me how much I'm great and tell me how much I don't give a fuck about all that. If you know you're great, then you know you're great. Be great over there. If you don't, if you need validation, I'm not the fucking person for you. Because I'm not going to validate people. You need to step that shit up. That means be more confident. Your self-esteem needs to fucking get worked on, something. I'm not a therapist. Bitch, it's called self-esteem. It's esteem of your motherfucking self. I cannot really help many people with that because I got my own shit I gotta deal with. So it's like, if I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm working on myself, I can give pointers, but I can't tell you exactly what to do and how to do it. You're gonna have to fucking take some accountability, or you have to take responsibility for your own fucking actions and self and whatever, and do the fucking work. I'm not gonna sit here and tell people and blow smoke up their ass and tell people how great they are. If you know you're good, first of all, if you know you're good, why the fuck do you need validation? It's almost as if you don't believe it. What's going on with the Ten of Swords? Okay, so somebody feels, okay, I don't know if I got this in Taurus reading, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody got kicked out, or somebody's thinking about kicking somebody out, or whatever. So, I'm getting some of the same energy, but I don't know. Somebody was asking for a handout, and the handout could be anything. Or maybe, I'll put this in two different ways, because I really feel like this is like, for somebody, it's more of like just a handout type of thing. How can you see? Listen in English? Oh, well, so, I don't know if someone was asking for a handout in any type of way, form, or shape. Could have been a shout out, could have been anything. This could be clout, whatever. Somebody could have been asking for a handout. You could have been giving them a handout. You could have been giving them attention. You could have been putting them on the spot. You could have been bigging them up. You could have been doing all these things. And it's like, I don't know if you stop doing that, because if not that, it could have been like one of those situations where it's like enough to go around, and so now it's somebody else's turn to get that same treatment. Somebody's like, no, hold on. That needs to be for me again. Like, it should only be for me and nobody else. So you can't spread this. You can't give this information, this valuable shit, whatever these are, to other people. Somebody's like, no, it's only meant for me. Give to me only. That's it. Okay. So somebody was getting free handouts, or somebody was getting something from you, and now they're not. Now, I'm also getting where somebody is like, you're not giving something to somebody anymore. This could be money, energy, time, effort, anything. Energy probably is the biggest one, in money. This is energy exchange too when it comes to money as well, because somebody could have gotten money some other type of fucking way, and they're giving it to you. That energy can be, if you're holding on to it, especially if it's cash, it can definitely be like more stressful than it is actually like good to have it. Sometimes you got a lot of money and the shit is like actually stressful instead of it being like a blessing. You feel like it's like, damn, because it could be more so of like, what do you have to give it to? Whatever. Anyways, but this could be just definitely about energy for sure. But some of you guys could be releasing. Some of you guys are releasing a car, something that's really flashy, really show offy, because it's putting you in the hole. I don't know if this is regarding like it needing to be worked on, or the fact that it's just expensive, an expensive car. This could be where the payments are expensive, the car note is expensive, or the insurance, or both. Probably the car note more than anything, but with insurance added, of course. But at least that changes. It really depends on a lot of things, because you got to put a lot of other things into account. But yeah, that's definitely something here. Now, this could just be as simple as, this collaboration could be as simple as you releasing a particular insurance company, particular car dealership, brand, whatever, because it's too fucking expensive. Or they're fucking you over. Like, this could be anything, any type of bill, whatever, fucking you over. They're doing this, doing that, the third. Your mortgage could be insane. Your fucking, and your rent is like going up twice as much as it was. I mean, hopefully not, because that's that's pretty extreme, but it could definitely be like that for some of you guys, where it's like insurance is like, or your mortgage is fucking, it used to be 700, it used to be $1,000, now it's fucking $2,000, and you're just like, wait, what? Or your rent was like 1,700 or 1,300, now it's like 2,300, now it's 2,500, shit like that, where you're just like, what the fuck? And maybe it's last notice, or this is a bill where shit is just like out of nowhere. It's like insane. You're giving way more than you're fucking getting out of it. It's like, do you live in your shit? I can understand if you live in your car. If you're not living in a car note should not be no grand. I don't give a fuck what it is. Well, you know, I understand, but it should not be $1,000. Especially if you can't really afford it, because some of you guys, you make the money. Eight of Pentacles is here. Nine of Pentacles is not. Even I think it was on the bottom of the deck. No, it's not. This would definitely be during Leo season. It's like you make the money, but then here it is going out, and then you feeling like a Five of Pentacles in the end. Like, damn. Yeah, some of you guys, it's time to collaborate with the right people for something here. And if this is about a car, yeah. Some of you guys work way too hard to be paying so much for something. Or you're working so much just to pay for something. Especially if they fuck you over, because the Ten of Swords, now this could be the end of the shit, like what I was saying in the beginning, where something is, you're reaching the end of something being expensive. Saying like this is some type of debt or something like that. This shit is like, you know, this is the hard part is over. Like, you're at the ass end, the hard part is over. Now you can like breathe. This would be throughout Leo season. You're like, something is being released, and that whatever that was taken up from your paycheck, from whatever you're making, whatever, that shit's being diminished. My bad. If I say dismissed, it could be dismissed. This could be student loan or something for some of you guys as well. But something's being, this could be a case too for somebody that's being dismissed. Student loan, some debt or something like that. Alright, so what's going on? Because some of you guys definitely, but like I said, this caution came out in reverse. And then right underneath the caution at the bottom of the deck was loss. So I really feel as if this caution was like, instead of something going out, I feel like this is the end of something more going out than coming in, money wise. So I think Leo season is about to be the end of some of you guys, some type of debt for some of you guys, not for everybody. You could have been paying for something a long time, but you know better not to do something again. You can be a earth sign, you can be a Virgo earth sign, you can be an Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini. You can be a man. Some of you guys are like up there in age. You can be in your 40s or something, or late 30s or something like that. You can be paying off a fucking Mustang, or you can drive a Mustang or a white car. It's not for everybody. This could also be like a refinancing thing too. Some of you guys might have refinanced, maybe you had no choice. Some of you guys, you may be refinancing something. Yeah, this is the end. This is the ending. What's going on? You be a Scorpio? Yeah. I feel like this is like you literally releasing something that's been a burden. I don't know entirely what it is. Some of you guys, it's definitely something to do with money. I can tell you that much. Something that's been keeping you feeling like your pockets are dry as fuck. And it could have been causing a lot of issues. You going back and forth with the company, or you going back and forth with something. Somebody could take something off of your shit. Yeah, especially after you get some type of clarity. And then whenever this monkey is off your back, you get some type of, I'm about to say reward, possibly. You get some type of message, email, call, or some of you guys could get a, you get to focus on something else after this. Now you can tackle something else, so you're going to be able to focus, you're able to focus on something else after the monkey is off your back in a situation. Or after you release or end something, some situation, some people. Situation with some people, or a situation or some people. It's one of those three. Yeah, now you get to choose, like, okay, well, how I want to go about this. Or you can move. for somebody. Some of you guys are definitely thinking about moving or separating from some people or some person or some job or whatever. You could have been saving up money. You have some people in the background that's definitely wondering, like, how did you do something, or how. You could be squirreling money your way. You could be leaving a lover, or you can be, things could be turning for the better in your love life. It could be because you've been putting a lot of work into yourself, or this could be like good luck for you because somebody put you in a third party or left you or something like that, and it's like, all right, and then things are like good things come in. I'm saying that backwards. Good things start to come in, so you do have a choice or an option here. Now this could be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be love. That's for somebody though. Yeah, I feel like the sun will come out tomorrow. I feel like you're gonna choose the path less. You're gonna choose the path that's less chosen by most people. So you guys can be strong. I feel like some of you guys are about to go on a trip or a journey. You're about to travel or something like that, or a road trip or something like that, or move across maybe to a whole nother fucking country or state. Some of you guys are definitely fucking moving, or you're able to move ahead. Some of you guys are able to level up. It's like as soon as something's released or done or something, it's like you're moving or you're leveling up. Because you have a choice here for sure. You may lose something, or it could be where if you do have like a falling out with like a family member, a lover, or anything of that nature, could also be where if you have a falling out with somebody, it could lead to an argument. It may feel like a loss because it's like, damn, that's my whatever, my friend, my so-called friend, my lover, my family member, my cousin, my uncle, whatever. And it may be sad. It may be a sad situation, especially if you have an argument with somebody. Some of you guys, if this is like a whole nother situation where you've been holding on to something, hoping that things will be better or change. I'm not saying that it won't, because I don't know who this is for. Some of you guys, it may make you feel some type of way, but it's so that you can collaborate with some other people. This could be a job situation. You could be moving for a job, whatever, for another job, whatever. And it's because it's like you might have to ignore that part of you that feels a certain type of way, because yeah, it may be sad, but you're doing it it's supposed to be a celebratory moment. That's the thing though. You would think people would be happy for you. What the fuck is this? It's like you're doing it for your own good, so you can collaborate with the right people. And it's supposed to be a celebratory moment. However, you got people that's like actually mad or something, or fighting you because of this, and it's like, well, I gotta do me, just because they're complacent, or just because they stayed somewhere forever or whatever. That doesn't mean you have to or you should, because it's the professional way to do it or whatever. People don't understand shit these days. They think older people, not to be funny, but some older people are like that, where they've been at a job for like 50, 11 years, and because you kind of like, you may be at a job for a year, maybe 6 months, maybe less, maybe more, whatever, in maybe 2 years, and you're just like, okay, it's time for me to move. And like, when it's time to move, it's time to move, or it's time for you to adjust or shift, it's time. So you don't really sit here for 14, 15, 16, 17 years somewhere where you were told to move 10 years ago, for abundance, for you to have a better life, or about a better quality of life. Some people don't understand that. They look at that as, oh, you're irresponsible, you're this, you're that, you're never settled, you're this, that, and the third. Sometimes you do gotta ignore, I would say naysayers, but you do have to ignore people like that, because I'm tasting like crab or something. Some of you guys could be eating a seafood boil or some shit. I haven't had crab in a long time. but I'm tasting like crab, like actual crab meat. Like I'm seeing somebody crack fucking crab legs and shit, you know, shells and whatnot. So that's interesting. But yeah, or you might do that soon. But yeah, you may know when it's time to go. It's time to go. I mean, shit. What you want to do is your choice. I feel like once you find out what's holding you back and what's keeping you stuck or keeping you burdened, that's when you cut it off and choose another direction. Now, some of you guys, it's more so when you actually cut it off, and it has nothing to do with like when you find out. It's like when you actually cut it off, then shit just starts to open up, or it's like then that's when your things start happening or moving or progressing. You're like, oh, it was that the whole fucking time. It was that person, those people, that place, that thing, whatever. And then then everything just starts getting better, and you start leveling up, and shit just start. Then you'll know what you had to do or why or who. With the cause of whatever. I mean, I'm not saying necessarily the cause, but yeah, I feel like something was poisonous. Because I don't know why I feel like that's poison ivy or poison oak and behind them. Right there. Well, you can't really see it, but I do. Something could have definitely been poisonous, but not necessarily. Maybe, yeah. Not necessarily. It could be health-wise. It could be all different types of things with the poison shit. But what I meant was like something could have been poison, like poisonous for your growth or health. And it does not have to mean literally poisonous for your body. Now, the crazy thing is, though, shit like that can be poisonous. Meaning it can definitely affect your body. Like stress is poisonous. It can definitely cause other things to come in and become an issue, and now you got inflammation and your knees is fucked up, and it's like shit like that. So it's like something that you release to let go of. Could be any fucking thing at this point. Actually, you get the clarity like, oh damn, that's what was causing my headaches, or that was causing the tension in my shoulders or my fucking lower back to be fucked up and this, that, and the third. Yeah. Some of you guys, you start realizing that I need to go into business for my motherfucking self. Dealing with people or companies could be an issue for some of you guys, because you could definitely have been dealing with someone who didn't want to see you prosper, didn't want to see you kind of like get ahead of them or be better, or especially if you were better and skilled or equipped at something than someone else. Yep, some of you guys have been sacrificing way too much. And then some of you guys, it could just be where you was waiting around for things to get better, just waiting around for somebody to, or some people or some company or some whatever to have better principles, values, value their people too, because you might have been working for a place they don't even value. It's like they don't value your time. They don't value what did you bring to the table, shit like that. You could have definitely been holding on, waiting, like maybe next month, you know, they'll give me that promotion, they'll do this, they'll do that because of whatever. Some of you guys is like, you know, like, okay, maybe that went over their head, so maybe they just didn't understand it, so maybe shit like that. It's just like, no, waiting around, fuck that. Sacrificing in any type of form, fashion. You could have definitely been putting on a fucking minstrel show, kind of, for people to laugh at and shit. It's like almost as if you're like the laughing stock, just to save face, or just so that you have something or keep something. I really hope that's not for somebody, but somebody definitely could have been getting like disrespected and embarrassed and shit, just to and shit like that, from someone who just thought that they can do it. Or treat you any type of way, not value you in any type of way, looked at you as a joke or some shit. So you may speak up on, this is somebody else, this is for someone. You may speak up on something, or maybe you this is after you, I feel like this is after you get grounded, or maybe it's telling you to ground yourself so that you can, instead of keeping things within you, keeping things in your head, speak this shit, talk this shit, you know. Tell somebody how you really feel in a mature adult way, professional setting even, because if you feel like you've been getting toyed with, played with, emotions, love, taken for granted, whatever, this is like a perfect time for you to speak up, but in a grounded way, meaning like not to just be like having outbursts and shit as somebody your big ass age. I don't know who. I'm just saying. But to really compartmentalize your feelings, how you feel, what you need to say, how you need to say it, because all that matters, tone and shit like that, because it makes that other person look like the bad guy automatically. Not saying that they need to look like one or whatever you're trying to, but it makes the other person look more immature whenever you come with somebody, man to man, woman to woman, whatever, mature, emotionally mature at that, and not just having outbursts and outrages because of whatever, especially if you've done this in the past. For someone, if you've done this in the past where you didn't compartmentalize, you kind of just went off of like emotion, it's like now you know better not to just like handle another situation the same way, because it might have had detrimental effects before. Like it could have made you, it could have just made things worse for you. Anything else? Yeah, you always got a choice. So what's up with this? You will do much better than expected, and this can also be coming to somebody in any type, whatever the situation is, love, work, whatever. It's like coming to somebody real mature, real like, you know, wise, a certain type of fashion. May actually go better than you expect. It may actually have somebody look at you like, damn, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it might have somebody looking at themselves like maybe they need to grow the fuck up. People be 40-something years old doing shit like this and have a whole wife and kids and all kinds of crazy ass shit. And it's like, I can already tell how it is at home. And I'm surprised you even still got a wife, but you know how that goes. You acting more childish than the kids. Okay, so yeah, the Emperor and the Lover. So yeah, I feel like it'll be much better than expected for some of you guys. If this is a love situation, it will, especially if you have to talk to someone, you know, with your heart on your sleeve. Hopefully because people who take that shit against you or use that against you, you don't need to be dealing with people like that. People who pretty much laughing on the inside or making a joke or mockery out of your feelings, and you coming to somebody straight up and they just kind of like, what do you mean? We're just no, that, cut that shit. I've been through that before, where somebody kind of thought that like, they just took it like as if it was a joke, or they just took it like, whatever, so what? Fuck that. Because if you allow that and then get into something serious with somebody, it's a fucking wrap. They're not gonna fucking respect you. They're not gonna fucking take anything else that you do seriously. This person probably is a fucking sociopath or some shit. Or I'm just talking shit. Some of you guys, if you're married, for sure, if this is you knowing that you need to leave a place, leave a job, leave whatever, and work for yourself, is a way to go about that, way to do that. If this is a family situation, like a loved one, a way to talk to them. If this is a child's mother, child's father, whatever, is a way to fucking talk to them, because it may actually go better, especially if when you dealt with people or the situation before, it might not been like that. You might have handled it completely differently, or completely different. Even if it was a different person, you might have handled something completely different. And it's like, if they expect you to handle, if it's the same situation, same person, they expect you to handle the same thing, handle something the same way, you don't, it may get them to realize something about themselves or some shit. If this is a different situation, different person, and you handle it differently, you may surprise your fucking self. And then not only that, it may go better than expected. You may actually get the respect. I'm not saying you will or won't, you know, or whatever. You may actually get the respect you deserve. You may actually get that bonus, that raise, that whatever. I don't know if you would still stick around though, because it's like, oh, thank you for giving it to me after I have to acknowledge this, or I have to say this, that, and third. Thank you, but no thank you. I'm putting in my 2 weeks, or I'm putting my whatever in, and I'm about to fucking go on my merry goddamn way and start something new. Okay. Yeah. Some of you guys have been working for an industry that's just like, or this is a situation that's just like, or this is, your own habits or bad things that you've been dealing with that you need to like cut out, you know, You always have a choice. You can get it or you don't have to buy it. You can buy it, you don't have to buy it. You can do this, you don't have to do that though. You can spend this, you don't have to though. It's like, instead of doing it, how about you talk yourself out of doing it, especially if it's been fucking things up for you, or you don't want to be back to square one, or back in the same boat, or going backwards. You can definitely be a Capricorn, you don't have to. You got Aries, you got Scorpio, I don't know why I said that. You got Aries, you got Pisces, you have Taurus, you have Gemini, you have more Aries, Capricorn, heavy Capricorn, Harry, Harry. Somebody named me Harry. Somebody be Harry. But you have Aries, you have Capricorn, you have Taurus. That's significant. And Gemini and Pisces. That's heavy, big, major arcanas there. And you actually keeping it real. The Knight of Swords. Also Gemini. But yeah, it's always a way to go about something. If this is your finances, you may be figuring out what you need to do to cut it. Cut some type of bill, cut some finances, cut something here. If this is legal situations, you will have a celebratory moment, meaning you're done with some legal shit. You're done paying for something, or something dismissed, shit like that. Something could also be balanced out. This could also be your checkbook. So you can be happy that something's like you looking up money-wise. For some of you guys, if this is a relationship, I don't know why I want to say that. If this is with a mother figure, anything of that nature, even a sister, you could have had a falling out, you could have had an argument, you could have had a powwow, whatever that's about. This could be an aunt, maybe, but not necessarily. This could be something where you could walk away from the drama, walk away from something. It's because you care. You care too much to be getting into something or to make matters worse with the person, especially if they won't knock it off, or they won't, it's like they don't know how to stop. You could be trying to come to somebody and level something out, or get back on good terms, and it's just almost like back to square one. And it's like, instead of even getting into this and getting involved, I'm just gonna, out of the kindness of my fucking heart, or whatever the case may be, you're just gonna like let something be done. Some of you guys can be from New York, Buffalo. That's not for everybody. Some of you guys have been holding on to some love situation, or just, you might have not been really giving. It's different things. Some of you guys haven't been giving from the heart, meaning that you've been giving people shit, but it could have been to get something in return, or you might not really wanted to give people things, and that's the situation here. Some of you guys, you've been guarding your heart so much, like you don't want anybody in. You haven't been giving it. You haven't been getting it in, because you're just like, you're protecting your heart so hardcore, which is fine. Some of you guys are definitely starting something new. I feel like this would be a positive turn in events. Especially if this is something completely new, like you don't know how something's going to turn out, but you're going to do it anyways. Some of you guys, some of you guys have been wearing your heart on your fucking sleeve. It might have gotten you in all types of fucking situations. Maybe not even the best either, because you could have had people taking advantage of you, for sure. A good bit of people. Not everybody was for your betterment. And then some of you guys, you can be learning a lesson when it comes to marriage, when it comes to infidelity, and when it comes to having kids and having children with the right person. That could be a big lesson for somebody, because judgment is definitely here. And some of you guys might have definitely got set up to, not necessarily set up like that, but it could have been a situation where somebody got pregnant on purpose just so that they could, so this is like a judgment there too. Like, you got to have good judgment. Somebody could have definitely, this could have been somebody from your past too. It was like, yeah, well, I'm gonna get them caught up so that they can't leave, or they have to pay me this, or they have to do this, that, or third, whatever. So that's different. It's different things for different people. All right, but I feel as if this is some of you guys not gonna. If you're gonna get with another person, marry another person, eventually it has to be the right person. You can't go based off of just how somebody looks. Some of you guys, when it comes to having a family, having kids, if you think that somebody is like a good catch, it all, yeah, that's nice and all, but it comes down to a lot of things. You can't just be having kids with anybody. Some of you guys, if it's something to do with dating, same thing. Some of you guys, you're not going to get into a job that's going to have you working for pennies, or not valuing you, or continuously stressing you out, but not even like compensating on that stress. At least, like, shit, you can at least give me an extra whatever on the fucking top if you're going, whatever. And then some of you guys, if you're working as a teacher, that's no more. Some of you guys are not about to be a teacher anymore. Or you're asking for something specific if you are going to be a teacher, unless you're like a philosopher, or you're I don't know, I want to say dean, not a dean, I mean maybe, but professor, there, that's what I meant. That could be something too. Yeah, big time, especially if it's anything to do with anything that's just, you know, to get with the right person. If you're trying to get with another man, make sure that they're not this devil in disguise. If this is a job, make sure they're like not smiling in your face, but really setting you up for failure. You know, if this is not saying like literally setting you up for failure, but like setting you up to like not really get much. You know, if this is like a place, my bad, if this is a place that you're at, like if you're renting a place or whatever, not to get into a situation where contracts are involved and motherfuckers can do whatever, and you kind of just like, I didn't know that was part of something or whatever, and you're just now finishing something up. There's that. It's just for some of you guys, it's like not to get into situations, try your hardest not to get in situations where people will try to sue you, and lawsuits and stuff get written up, or motherfuckers try to get sexual harassment lawsuits and all this other shit. Things of that nature. Not to get involved with people at work. If it's sketchy, it seems off, it seems not a good idea, then don't do shit like that. Elementary things. I don't think I need to tell you much. But it's like collaborate with the right people for the most part, because, and this could be anything, not just contract wise and shit, although yes, that is something. More so of like just when it comes to just dealings, your dealings with anybody, anything, any place, anything. It could be a company, electric company, a fucking phone company, whatever. Anything. This could either be a hairdresser, this could be a barber, this could be anything under the sun. A doctor, a physician, a specialist. You could have went to the wrong fucking dermatologist thinking like, you know, oh, this, that, and the third, and that's a fucking shock that it's not. Or you could have went to a fucking surgeon, a plastic surgeon, thinking like, yeah, I'm about to get this BBL or whatever the fuck people do, or get my lips done, or get my this done, that done. It gets botched or something. It's like, or you have to sue them because of this, that. It's like just knowing, not to just be doing things or going with things. To really do your research, really understand what you're about to get yourself into. You think that you're paying a certain amount for something, next thing you know you're paying 3 times as that for something that you're like, wait, what the fuck? What is this about? You know, not knowing that was part of something. You just didn't look into it, or they didn't tell you. This is like driving the car off the lot, not knowing all these other things that goes with something, or that the car was trash, or that the transmission was already fucked up, or anything under the sun. No, it doesn't have to be that deep, but yeah. Anyways, I'm about to go. Hit the like. Y'all just sitting there and just watching and shit. Hit the motherfucking like, because y'all, some people been sitting here since I started, and this shit is like a damn hour long. It resonated for somebody, I guarantee you. I know it did. Because people would be fucking stingy. They'd be sitting here, they'll take your fucking energy, even if this shit, they'll take, see what I mean? I say some shit and people just leave. Y'all are fucking greedy as fuck. Nosy as fuck. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't. Because I've been doing this shit for a while, and I tell you that most people won't fucking, they won't even like actually support you, but then they want to know every fucking